This is my recording for Tradeify market analyzing video. And first, I want to give a short introduction. My name's Curtis King. I've been trading futures for about three, almost 4 years now. My first thing that got me into trading was crypto, Bitcoin, probably in like 2015. I started kind of not really trading it, but I was just buying it and I would kind of sell it if it went way up. Sometimes I would sell it if it went too far down, but I wish I would have just held all my Bitcoin. But I guess we can get make another video for that later. Anyway, so for me, I kind of just like going to higher time frames and marking out, PD arrays that kind of correlate with where price is currently. So like this one's kind of like old, but it still is showing me that possibly price action is going to be bullish for the rest of the day because it completely rejected this PD array, this fair value gap over here, and now it's either this is a very high interest point for me because this fair value gap is so large, so it's very noticeable for any sort of retail trader or whatever. And if it bounces, if it makes a good bounce back up, I would say that price could possibly be leading on a higher time frame to this buy side. Um, Also, I mean, obviously this one first, but main target point would be this one. The first TP possibly would be this. Like, if I was trading on the 4 hour, if because and then also that since it's such a big area point, if it closes under here, this FEG, then I would say these 2 points would be my sell side for a smaller time for a lower time frame target. Um, that's kind of how I trade, and then I would go into it's really in a weird spot right now actually, especially since it's bouncing right off of the consequent encroachment. I can't ever say it right, so I always just say midpoint. But if it's bouncing off the midpoint, I would say right now it's kind of a bullish reaction, but this candle doesn't close for another hour, so I have no idea. I don't want to predict the market. I kind of just want to react to it. And so I actually wouldn't trade right now. If I even did find a 1 minute or whatever trade, I would kind of just sit in the market or sit on my hands until this 4 hour candle closed. But like on a lower time frame, I guess I could say knowing that it bounced off the midpoint of that 4 hour, and now we kind of got a 5 minute right here holding and it inverted, and that's kind of um, my actual entry. So if it wasn't here and whatever, anything below the 5, this is my trade entry point right here. My low, the low would be and for here, I guess the TP would be up here. But I just won't trade right now because the 4 hour is just in a weird spot. It's extremely volatile. Um, I kind of just don't have enough conviction points to enter. I mean, the 5 hour is telling me, or the 5 minutes telling me that it's bullish, but the 4 hour is kind of like, give it another hour, and it'll probably tell us it may want to lead back up. There's no really inefficiencies. Well, this one could close in 5 minutes and cause uh, and then it could after it closes in 5 minutes, it could be a place of rebalance and then a shoot lower. But it's kind of how I do it. I always start higher time frames. I make sure that it's telling me completely full conviction that it wants down or up, and then I'll go into the medium time frames, and then my lower time frames would be 1 to 5 minutes. Um, but other than that, it's I sit on my hands until that tells me. And I actually took a trade today, and then I'll call it here, but it was after this. It was after the CPI news candle. Um, so it inverted this big 1 minute FEG, and I wanted the London lows, but it didn't really give it to me. But it did give me my break even point. So it wasn't a loss, it was kind of a scale half break even. So that's that. And other than that, it for me it hasn't been really like this actually would have been a great trade if there was a fair value gap and it swept this low. But honestly, it wouldn't even done good because I would have targeted this wick inside of a fair value gap. So I never really hit it. So I probably would have just got stopped break even on that too. So that's why I like to make sure higher time frames align with me. Because if it's not, then if it is, this probably would have worked out in my favor. But since it's not, telling me from top to bottom, this is where I possibly want to shoot for, I won't take a trade. I'll just sit on my hands. So thank you for taking your time and um, watching this video. And um, I guess I'll hope to hear back from y'all. And y'all have a wonderful day. Thank you.